Hey guys, what up? I'm not a dude and my name's not Jude, but today I will be bringing you an album review for Mayday Parade's new album, Monsters in the Closet, which will be released October 8th, and they are signed to Fearless Records, and I believe this is their fourth studio album, and they are a pop rock band. They came out with 2 songs before the album technically leaked, and the first one being their official single, Ghosts. This song, I don't really have a strong opinion on it yet. It's really interesting, and it kind of takes a while for the listener to get into. Personally, for me it did. I had to listen to this song literally like 5 times in a row to really see what my opinion on was. It was a kind of a different vibe than you hear from Mayday Parade. Their last album, they kind of had this. So this song kind of starts out slow, like a well on the last album. And I really liked the band doing the backup vocal harmonies. It sounded really interesting hearing the gang vocals like that, because I haven't really heard them used in that sort of way, where they're like really definite and you can hear them really well. I like how creative the lyrics are personally, and they talk about different things. They can talk about different things besides a love relationship. It took me a few listens to really get into this song. With this song, a bunch of type of different things are happening. There's a string section, there's a super upbeat pop rock section. This song is kind of like all over the place on what it really wants to be. I feel like it's like pulling both ends of trying to be a slow song but at the same time a fast-paced song. I don't really have an honest opinion on it. It's alright, it's not terrible. The next song that they also released was called Girls. And this song is really upbeat, super fun. It has a catchy, repetitive chorus that will get stuck in your head. It's technically the ideal Mayday Parade song on this album. So this song is pretty great first listen. It has a good instrumental breakdown in it and harmonizing guitars. I really like how Jake and Derek are harmonizing together and singing 2 different verses at the same time. The next track is Last Night for a Table for 2. Sorry, that's like a mouthful. It's got 4s in it. 4. This song has, again, another different Mayday Parade vibe to it, but still kind of having that Mayday Parade sound, if you know what I mean. It has an expected pop melody, which you would hear from the band, but the guitars are really different. They're a lot more edgy. I also like the guitar solo in this song, and the band doing gang vocals again, but like in a different type of form, but it sounds really good on this song. 12 through 15 has a really sad guitar piece in it. You can feel the sorrow throughout the whole entire song. Derek's vocals go great with the guitars though, because they just sound so melancholy together. I really like the simpleness of the drums, kind of just like on the back burner, but I really like the backing vocals too as well from the band members, as well as Jake, who's like more of a second kind of vocalist. Overall though, this is a great song. It really was emotional for me, and I kind of like teared up a little bit listening to it first listen. The torment of existence weighed against the horror of non-being. That is a fucking mouthful of a song. Oh my god. The gang vocals start the beginning of this song, and the instrumentals are really thrilling, and the guitar riffs are really heavy and exhilarating. This song really isn't boring at all. Like, the instrumentation is so interesting throughout the song. You never get bored. Like, I never got bored of the song listening to it again and again. It's interesting to say the least, and I really like the piano and violin parts more towards the end. They really tugged on my heartstrings personally, and they made the song a lot more emotional for me. Overall, great song. Love the instrumentation. Again, something different from Mayday Parade, but it still keeps that sense of Mayday Parade-ness in it. Even Robots Need Blankets is the next song on this album, and I really love the lyrics to this song. They have really thought out metaphors used, and it's a very touching melodic song. The piano is beautiful. It goes great with Derek's vocals. If you want to hear a more ballad type song from Mayday Parade, something a little bit more slow and super emotional and depressing, listen to this song. It's really great. One of my favorites on the album. The next song is Repent and Repeat, and I love how this song just kicks in, super fast paced. I like how Derek and Jake are switching back from verse to verse with each other. The guitars are probably what stood out to me the most in this album. Again, really in your face, edgy. And the rhythm is just so upbeat and fun and entertaining that literally as you're listening to the song, you want to like just fucking dance. Go crazy. The next track on this album is Demons, and I'm not really gonna talk about this song, so I'm just gonna like fly by that one. Fly. The next song is Sorry Not Sorry, which I'm pretty sure you've seen this in a hashtag trend thing of Twitter. So I kind of like the title of it, it's funny. This song to me is really interesting. It kind of crosses between both pop rock and pop punk at the same time, with also giving you a different change of pace, and it could be also considered an experimental song, in my opinion at least. The next song is Nothing You Can Live Without, Nothing You Can Do About. This song has more of a pop punk influence, mostly in the guitars. It's a super fast-paced song that's wicked fun and catchy, and it keeps you entertained like the whole time. The next song is Hold On To Me, and this is probably one of the best Mayday Parade love ballad songs I've heard. It focuses more on lead guitar instead of piano like a usual love ballad song by Mayday Parade does. And I really like the organ that's added in. You can hear it slightly, but it's not the main focus, but it sounds really nice. I also love Derek's vocal transitions in this song. He goes from delicate to lullaby cooing to his typical vocal projection to belting out every ounce of strength to finish the song. And to me, this song shows his growth as a vocalist. It's personally one of my favorites on the album. The last song is Angels, and I like this song a lot because it has Derek and Jake's vocals overlapping one another for the most part. They both are harmonizing really well together. This song shows how both of them have strong vocals and are really good singing together. It's a simple song that simply focuses on vocals mainly, but dynamically it's spot on and perfect and becomes one of the most emotional songs on the album. And I think it was a great way to close this album with something really dynamic and super emotional. Mayday Parade usually does a really good job closing their songs with something really emotional. They've done that on every single album, and on this album the closer is fantastic. So props to you guys. I thought this was a great album. Mayday Parades never ceases to amaze me, always coming out with great stuff. This album, in my personal opinion, it was like it had that Mayday Parade flavor of stuff from like the last album to like lesson and romantics type stuff, to also reaching out to something a little bit different, a little bit newer, mostly on instrumental parts, and using a lot more of the gang vocals. I thought that was really interesting too. They used that throughout the song. All the songs had a common theme. I gotta say on this album too, it probably had the more depressing songs on it than anything else. Overall, this is a great album. It was hard for me to give this album a rating too because I liked the last album so much, but I have to give this album a 10 out of 10. I pretty much didn't like one song, but aside from that, it's just the emotional value meant so much more to me than just that one song that I didn't prefer. Great job by Mayday Parade. I'm going to be seeing them on the Glamour Kills tour October 22nd, and I'm probably going to pick their album up at the show. If you're going to that date, let me know. It's at the Webster Theater in Hartford, Connecticut. I'm going to be going that date. Thanks guys for watching this album review. Definitely stay tuned for more. Also, I have another channel where I'm going to be focusing more on short films, comedy type stuff. I made this channel, it's called Sarar Film. I haven't talked about it on this channel at all, but I did make a video like a month and a half ago with my friend Lydia, and the video is called Assholes at Concerts. So I'm going to put an annotation like right here, right there. And you guys can click on the video, like it, comment on it, tell me suggestions for more videos. I'd love to hear suggestions and definitely take them into consideration. And that video there, if you check it out, it's the first video I've ever done with stuff like that and using the camera in that type of way, acting things out. So if you like that video, please subscribe to that channel and tell your friends about it. Again, my channel's called Sarah Films. Peace out, Girl Scout. Stay brutal and stay tuned for more reviews.
I'm not angry anymore, well, sometimes I am. I don't think badly of you, well, sometimes I do.